Hi, this is Jasmine, and this is Crazy Cat Tarot.
I know just what you need in. You want something to believe in. Looking for a deeper meaning. Maybe I've got what you're seeking. Take a bath, it's the weekend. Listen up, don't be freaking. Can't you tell that I'm peeking? Come and swim in the deep end.
Sometimes we don't have a specific question. Sometimes we just need to know what we need to know. So join me today here for a pick a card and let's see what mystery messages come out specifically for you. Hi, I'm Jasmine and this is Jasmine's Crazy Cat Tarot. And if you're new here, welcome. Come join our feline family for plenty more pick a cards to come. And in the meantime, pick a card, find your timestamp down below, and I'll meet you at your reading. God bless. Mwah. Group number 1, hello and welcome to your reading. So if you are drawn to the first card, no need to worry, you're here in the right place. So in the card itself, it looks like it's a weed plant. So you could be indulging in your own herbal remedies. And this could even be while you're in a hermit mode. You could be indulging alone, but really enjoying the lone solo experience. I feel like you're very connected to your intuition right now, and maybe you're finding your creativity, your energy is peaking late at night. So maybe you've been feeling a bit tired during the day because of this. And in the middle, there is some sort of rodent, whether it's a guinea pig, a hamster, I'm not sure. But not only could you feel a strong connection with the moon and your intuition and creativity right now, I feel like animals are also very drawn to you too. So, without further ado, let's reveal your mystery cards and your mystery message. Give me one moment. So group number 1, I feel like you could be a little bit worried right now. I know the card says no need to worry, but maybe you just need some reassurance or just a reaffirmation that everything's going to be okay. And you have nothing to worry about. I feel like you're deeply in your spiritual awakening journey and you're really exploring and discovering yourself right now. I feel like when you were younger, you kind of had your life set out or mapped out for you in your mind. You always had a big imagination. Maybe sometimes you had a tendency to run away with your imagination. And maybe as you grew up, you became a little bit disillusioned or disappointed when you realize that things couldn't be exactly the way we want them to be. When we picture things, when we imagine things, it's amazing, and the ultimate goal is to be able to achieve that. But I feel like sometimes you've had to take alternative routes or redirect yourself in your spiritual journey. And now this spiritual growth and this inner wisdom is actually not what you thought it would look like. You thought self-discovery and a spiritual awakening would feel amazing. I feel like as you grew up, this self-discovery and this spiritual awakening is not what you expected it to be. It doesn't look like what you thought it would look like. You thought you would be free, unburdened, and just completely and utterly aware. And you just automatically know all the answers to life now that you've learned certain wisdoms, even the disappointing ones. The reality is sometimes spiritual awakenings, sometimes self-discoveries are very messy things. And right now, if you're feeling extra sensitive or extra fragile, just know that nothing is set in stone. And because the moon is in a mutable phase in the photo, it shows me that all energies are mutable and transmutable. Take that big imagination, take your creativity, and just know that even if your story didn't turn out the way you thought it would, you can always rewrite that story and embrace each new chapter as they come. You could be approaching your 30s or in your 30s right now, and you could feel like this is a very significant time and you feel like you're only truly really growing up and coming into your own. Maybe you thought you'd have life sorted and all of your wishes and dreams come true by the time you turn 30. And maybe if it's approaching or if it's already past, you feel that you didn't do it in time, or now you can't have your dreams because this certain timeline that you set yourself was just too small of a gap. I feel like you're going to now see this from a new perspective. The crow spirit shows us that sometimes we just need to see things from another perspective as the crow flies, which means looking at your life and your situation from a higher perspective, a more enlightened perspective, and realizing that when we find our inner light and getting in touch with our own inner wisdom and light, it's not always a positive thing, because it can bring up dark things from our past that we have repressed, especially when it comes to heartbreaks of the past. These heartbreaks could be due to relationships in particular, and you could feel cheated and hard done by exes in your past. And maybe you feel like your star quality was never nurtured when you were younger, and your imagination is something that you dipped in and dipped out of as you saw fit, as if it was a little pool. But I really see you getting deeper and deeper into that pool. And this comes with the self-discovery. It's a process and it's a long one and it's deep and it can be messy. It's not all lights, rainbows, sunshine and happiness. Because in order to deal with your present moment and set out a plan for the future, we do need to go back, see where we went wrong, learn from our mistakes in order not to repeat them again. I feel like in the past you have been the type to stay in repetitive cycles or situations, the type who clung to safety even if you weren't satisfied, just because the fear of the unknown, the inevitable, is something that terrified you in the past. But I do see you facing your future head on and basically telling yourself, this could be you literally telling yourself in the mirror, doing affirmations that your life is what you make it. You're still discovering what you want it to be. And once you have fully decided exactly and went over all the fine print of what you want, I see you not compromising your boundaries or lowering your standards for anyone or anything who comes along. In the past, maybe you've accepted less than what you deserved, but in the future, I see you standing your ground and not backing down or bending the knee for anyone who tries to break your will. You have a stubborn energy, but this stubborn energy is what you need because you will not back down. In the past, when your hopes or dreams didn't come into fruition in the time that you hoped they would, instead of backing down and giving up completely, you just found a new approach, a new perspective. And I feel like with this get more information card, that you just need to get more information about certain things in your life, certain people. This could just be more information in general if you are studying or if you're in work. There's a situation or there's something you need to learn about, to study or to do your homework on. Literally someone or something, but there is more to learn and you are a willing student. So any information that you need. Yeah, I'm thinking of that song, She-Wolf. The moon's my teacher and I'm her student. So not only are you learning from the moon and all the elements, you are learning more and more about yourself the deeper you go into this self-discovery. But if there are things you need to brush up on, I do see you finding the time to meditate and meditation will really help you focus. If you struggle with your attention span, try staring at the moon. And if you can look at the moon for a lengthy amount of time, then we can look at whatever else in our life we need to reflect on too. Maybe you can find that inspiration late at night could be transmuted into learning. You could soak it all up, just like the rays of the sun. And you could have an ex on your mind or a recent separation. You could still feel in a very heartbroken energy, but the star is reminding you that all your dreams are coming true. So if you felt hopeless or you haven't been feeling excited about your life or the future, just remember that you are a magician. You have the biggest imagination. And I feel like you're going to leave nothing to the imagination when it comes to creating the foundations of your future. Once you realize it is limitless and you have limitless potential, I see you forgetting about the pain of the past in order to focus on what you can utilize in your future. Nothing is set in stone. So the thing is, your story is all yours to write. You are the author, you are the editor, and you are the publisher. So there's no time limit. There's no one telling you or ringing you saying, you have to finish this by now. Your life story has to be this way or that way, or no one's going to be interested. The person who you have to keep interested in your own growth and journey is you, because you want to keep that hope, that faith. If you have been feeling lackluster about relationships, commitment, maybe the best thing to do right now is to transmute that energy and to really commit to yourself. Give yourself that self-love, especially if you're not seeking love from anywhere else or any other source. You have to make sure that you are giving yourself that little bit extra, just so you remember how worth it you are. And even though your life mightn't be what you thought it would be, or things didn't turn out the way you thought they would, I do see you finding freedom in the sense that things aren't set in stone and you have still a lot of decisions to make, a lot of routes to explore. And instead of fearing these and fearing the future, I see you going forward, embracing any new opportunities that come your way. If there are any new admirers coming your way, just give them the red flag check, because that's the thing. Sometimes situations or people are not what they look like. As long as you make sure to take a closer look, I don't see it being anything to worry about. Right now, you're taking that microscope and zoning in on yourself, on your own inner growth. And especially if you are enjoying solo activities like solo smoking, solo drinking, please make sure to remember not to do so in excess. Yeah, I see you just really enjoying your solo endeavors, and that could be in every sense of the word, every part of you. Give yourself that extra TLC, invest and nurture in yourself and your dreams, because you have a limitless imagination and a limitless potential. And the Crow Spirit is telling you to co-create with Spirit. You have a very divine and spiritual purpose here. And if you are not having that faith or the hope in yourself, just take a bird's eye view, look at it from a higher perspective, and you really just might see that you were worried about nothing and it was all in your head. So just sit back, put your feet up, and remember that you deserve to feel good. And whatever makes you feel good, just keep on doing that, even if for now it's just yourself. So your angel number is 832. So pop that into your search engine and let me know down below what it says. Even if you pop it in a few different search engines, you might get a few different mystery messages. So thank you for being here with me today. I hope this mystery message helped you, group number 1. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe on your way out. Let me know down below what you'd like to see next. And I will see you again very soon. God bless. Mwah. Bye. Hello and welcome, group number 2. So if you are drawn to the second card, this is the sign, then you're here in the right place. This is the sign that you needed. And hopefully you get the mystery messages that you need right here today. So first of all, before we reveal, I just want to say I'm getting that you are very creative and very productive when it comes to your hands. You could be really getting in touch or even just rekindling your connection with your own inner magic and even just believing in yourself a lot more as of late. And there could be reasons for this doubt of self, but any doubts that you have been having in regards to yourself, to your work, to your output, just know that you and your creativity are going to be blessed right now, because in the pentagram in the hands, I see flowers and growth. So anything you are creating, I see you getting your flowers from that. So bear with me and let's reveal the rest of the cards. So group 2, if you've been wanting change or waiting for change, then this is a really good sign for you. Because not only did the middle card expect powerful change come up, it says it's a new moon eclipse. So I see the new in your life eclipsing the darkness of the past, and a new you might be being born. That magic in you might be really igniting and unlocking. So don't be afraid of that, because with the light comes the dark. And I see you embracing both sides, which makes you double powerful. So not only did change come up in the middle card, but on the one on the right beside it, change transition came up. So you are transitioning from one part of your life into the next. You could be maturing, or this could be your career and finances that you feel are glowing up right now. You could be literally having a glow up, or just doing some inner work that really makes you feel like you've cleared out a lot of clutter and a lot of things that were holding you back emotionally and mentally. I feel like lately there have been certain things that maybe you've been feeling down about, maybe certain rejections or certain things that haven't gone right. But Spirit is telling you that everything comes with divine timing, and the things that haven't worked out, even if you can't see it now, sometimes it's just not the right things for certain situations or certain relationships to come together. Maybe when it comes to your home life, there's something you've been wanting, there's been something you've been waiting for. And if it feels like it's just not happening, or it's feeling a little bit fruitless right now when it comes to the family tree, just know that it's not the right time. There are changes that are coming, there are changes that are going to be made, but there are certain things that can't be changed overnight. So if it is something that you are determined to change, or a situation you're determined to change, just know that time heals all wounds. And from the disappointments of the past, just know that in the right time, new blessings will come in, but we can't force our blessings to come in. They come in when they're ready. So if you feel down or you feel like your blessings haven't been manifesting, just know that appreciating the blessings that we have already, watering the garden and the flowers and growing them, will still attract more bees, more honey, and plenty more flowers where that came from. I do feel like you will be getting your appreciation in terms of home life, in terms of work. I feel like you will be getting highly complimented on whatever it is that you do, because you do it impeccably. You might be a bit of a perfectionist, and at the time it feels like all your hard work is going unnoticed. But when it does get noticed, it gives you the utmost satisfaction. You take a lot of pride in your work, and that's why you want to do it right and do it well and do it best. The elephant spirit coming up telling you to learn from the past is telling me that when it comes to changes, we have to know that when we force changes onto people, it's not going to happen. People will resist the things that we tell them to do. So any changes that you feel like need to be made to your life, to your family, to your home, start with self. And if there is something you want to change about someone or your relationship, just know from the past that if you've ever tried to change someone against their own will, it usually backfires. Elephants have great memories. So maybe if you are holding any grudges from the past, you could let go and transmute this in order to find a new way and a new approach. Yeah, we can find a new approach and new resolutions to old problems and old situations that have been holding us back. In a way, you could have been holding yourself back by telling yourself it's not the right time for me to make a change. It's not the right time for me to create or to put myself out there. Maybe as much as you want to get respect and appreciation, you are also afraid of being criticized. But you have to know that sometimes we can't have one without the other. If we or what we do is put on display in any way, shape or form, there are going to be the people who appreciate, and there are going to be the people that it's not to their taste. You can't be everyone's cup of tea. Your work can't be everyone's cup of tea. So especially if this is in a creative sense of the word, just know that there's something out there for everyone. And know who you are catering to and know your audience, especially if this is in regards to putting yourself or your work out there. Don't be disheartened if it's not for everyone. You just have to really find your niche and work with that. The Queen of Pentacles is telling me that you are very protective when it comes to your family. You're a very generous person, and you're the type that will give practical and truthful advice when asked. Maybe if people just want to be told a certain thing or have their own opinion parroted back to them, you're not the right person to go to, because you are very real and you can be very lucrative and sensible when you need to be. But at the same time, you're not just going to tell people what they want to hear. If anything, you want to give people the advice that they need to hear, even if at the time they don't appreciate that. I feel like your happiness really is found at home, in your safety and your comfort. The sun coming up is telling me that you feel very positive, and when it comes to your family, you gain strength and vitality by seeing how happy the people around you are. Sometimes in the past, you've put your own happiness to the side in order for a greater cause or to make sure everyone else is completely okay. But I feel like the sun is coming out on yourself, your self-worth, your creativity and your positivity. So if you've been feeling stuck, blocked or negative, just know that the sun is coming out and you are meant to shine. So you just need to have that self-confidence in order to put out that confidence. Yeah, if we give what we get, then I do see you getting a lot more sunshine in the future. Group number 2. Capricorn energy with the 3 of Pentacles. I feel like you and your family have common goals, and it's something that you really want to invest in. You want teamwork, cooperation, but you also want some consideration. You don't want to be the one who does all the work or the one who has all the creativity. I feel like you just need to make sure you can balance things out, because with working together, it can be easy to fall out just as quickly. And I feel like there's nothing that upsets you more than arguing with your family. That's your home, your stability. But there still could be something that is changing within your family dynamic or within your home life. And it could start with self. Something could change within you, and that will cause a domino effect change on your life or your home life. And this could be a necessary change, because if you've been telling yourself for a long time it's not the right time, if your memory of the past has stopped you from making moves towards the future or investing in yourself, I do see this new moon energy coming out and really unlocking whatever it is that you've been hiding away in yourself. And if this is your inner magic and your creativity, I do see that coming back in abundance. You will be overcome with inspiration, and the challenge could be finding ways to channel it, or even finding the time to channel all this inspiration. But as long as you make sure the communication is open, and if you are blooming into a new self or going into a new chapter of your life, just making sure to let everyone know that it's not them, it's you. But if there's changes to be made, sometimes that might take a little bit of time spent in isolation in order to really evaluate everything and figure out what needs to stay, what needs to go, and what can be done next. I really just see you unlocking a lot within yourself. You really feeling a lot more confident and standing in your own confidence. And in the past, if you've talked yourself out of investing in your own creativity, if you've nurtured everyone and everyone else's dreams and hopes other than your own, I see you transmuting that energy back into self. And once you are happy and you feel like you're truly living and doing what you're supposed to be doing, then I feel like it will make it that much easier to flourish in your family tree, because you're already doing a lot. You're already doing the most. And with this changing energy, I do feel like it's just you transmuting your energy. Even when it's just free time or free energy, I see you putting that back into self, and that will really pay off. And you will be a happier, healthier, more productive version of yourself, which is saying a lot because you're already very productive, very happy, and very healthy. But I just really see all these things being taken to the next level. And family-wise, this change could also be taking a relationship or a family to the next level. This could be marriage or pregnancy incoming in the future. So just make sure that you have everything you need, because you are the pinnacle of success. If you still feel like you're waiting for that success, just know that you won't be waiting that much longer. Just keep on watering the garden and the fruits that you have already, and that will just keep on blooming, keep on nurturing, and then you can harvest all the fruits of your labor. And that's work-wise, family-wise, and creative-wise. So you are going to be spoiled for choice, and you are going to have an abundance of everything you have desired and wished for. And if you are looking for a sign that you just really need to start with self and really to just devote more time into nurturing your own soul and what sets that on fire, then this is definitely the sign for you. If you have something to express and share, well then take that time, take all the time you need in order to express that. When you feel ready to share it, share it. And don't be afraid, don't hold yourself back. Instead of telling yourself it's not the right time, tell yourself the time is now, because who knows where you could be in a few years' time. And your angel number is 4103, group number 2. So make sure to type that into Google, get a few different messages, take the ones that apply, and just know that all of these are signs that you are meant to hear, that you are meant to see, and there are certain things that you are meant to do. You're here to create magic. So continue on unlocking all of that magic inside yourself, because there is an abundance of it, and I'm sure you will even shock yourself at the results. So thank you for being here. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below what you want to see next. And come back again very soon for more pick a card readings. Hi group 3, hello and welcome to your reading. So if you were drawn to the 3rd card, listen to your intuition, then your intuition was correct and you're here in the right place. I feel like your intuition usually is correct. So it just takes you truly believing in yourself and taking your own guidance and wisdom instead of seeking it elsewhere. I feel like you're really enjoying your own company right now. You're really creating and you're really just sustaining yourself. And you're really just highlighting yourself in your own life, your own wisdom. Yeah, I just feel like you're in sort of a wise auntie or uncle energy. You kind of know best. You're great at giving good advice. And when you give advice, it's straight from the heart. I'm hearing that song, Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. So maybe the way you're expressing your words could be really mesmerizing right now. You could put people in a trance when you talk, when you speak, when you sing, or whatever you do to express yourself. It just seems to have some sort of effect on people, magical. And maybe people feel like there's always a deeper side of you that they want to get to know, but that there's always a little bit that you hold back. And I think you do this on purpose because you know not to reveal all of your cards. Not too soon, anyway. So without further ado, we're going to reveal the rest of the mystery cards, and I'll be back in a jiffy. So group number 3, the moon card that you pulled is show the world the real you. So maybe you're really embracing your true self. In the past, it could have been something that you hid, and now you're realizing that exposing and unveiling your true self for all the world to see is actually not a scary thing, but something that is actually exciting and exhilarating. If you have been considering doing something new, or if there are any projects or new connections that you've been wondering about, you're being told that the time is right to embrace new opportunities, especially if these opportunities come to you and showing off your true self. It's the time for you to shine. It's the full moon. So you are coming in to your true full potential. And instead of selling yourself short or hiding away, you're showing the world your bright light. And you're really just in that star energy because we have the full moon in Aquarius. And Aquarius represents the star. And Aquariuses can be very unique with what they bring to the table. So I see your unique talents shining through and you embracing your full potential and showing it off to the world. You might have fears or anxieties that have held you back before, maybe fear of judgment or fear that people won't understand you. But maybe this misunderstood energy is something that you misunderstood, because instead of being your weakness, that could be your strength. And people who relate to that feeling, misunderstood by the world, but, finding understanding within yourself, gaining more knowledge on self and spiritual matters. I feel like you're mastering your own mind and your own world. You're creating it in order to master it. You might have a way with your words. And as I said, when you express, it can be hypnotic, enticing. And instead of being worried about how people are going to take what it is that you bring, I see you just freely expressing yourself. And whoever indulges and enjoys, you know that they're meant to be there. And this could be in terms of your work, your output, clients, but it could also be family, friends, and connections in work. Just know that bringing your true self to the table could be the most delicious thing in your whole life. It could bring plenty of more delicious fruits to your garden. I feel like there's going to be someone in the near future apologizing to you. And if you accept this apology, I see you accepting it gracefully. But if you let them down and don't accept this apology, I see you letting them down very gently. Because bringing that harsh King of Wands reversed energy, that stubborn, opinionated, ruthless energy is not the sort of energy you want to be bringing. You want to be calm, peaceful, and wise. And the wisest man is the man sometimes who talks the least. And it's funny that I said man, because take whatever resonates no matter what your gender, but there actually could be a man in your life who you feel is opinionated. You feel like they could be cruel and ruthless sometimes, even with their words. And if you feel that there has been an opinionated man blocking you from reaching your true potential or embracing your true self, then I do see it's something you are going to shine a light on. And maybe possibly this man could make you feel afraid. And if that is the case, Spirit is telling you it's the right time to leave. So if you need to make a plan, this could be, a long-term plan, all the cycles of the moon. But maybe you feel like you've gone through a lot of cycles with this person, and maybe now it's time to go. And if you need to, just know that spirit is guiding your way, and your own inner wisdom will tell you exactly what you need to know. If someone is not accepting you for the real you, or if someone is trying to hurt you and being cruel about you being the real you, then you know that they're really not meant to be in your life. You want to meet kindness with kindness. But sometimes when we're getting cruel energy, it can be easy to give that back in return. So you might have a way with your words and you can express them beautifully. But sometimes when provoked, especially with cruel words, your words can be like knives. And it's something that instead of embracing or indulging this dark side of you, you just want to cut out the energies that bring out this dark part of you. You do want to embrace the light side more, but you know that really feeling in a more lighter energy, there might be some heavy burdens that you might need to shine a light on, even if it's something that you've been afraid of doing or resisting doing for a long time. Maybe right now you're in a restful energy. You need time to rest and repair yourself. Maybe you need to recharge, because you know that any new situation, whether this is leaving a situation or starting a new one, you know that you're going to need a lot of energy in order to do what you have to do next. So I see you taking the time to rest and to not shame yourself for resting. And if anyone else is shaming you about anything, then I really do think this time of reflection will show you exactly what needs to go. The Three of Cups is telling me that your success is coming. And when it comes, the people who love you the most are going to be right by your side to celebrate with you. You could really be enjoying the beauty of life and just the joy of friendship, the joy of family. There could even be a family member who could feel the need to apologize to you. And like I said, it's up to you whether you accept or decline this apology. But regardless, I see you doing it in a gentle way. Because instead of bringing that harsh energy, anyone who has been harsh to you or has been igniting your fears or your insecurities, you realize that when your success comes, are they really the people you want around you? Because if they can kick you at your lowest or while you're down, imagine if you were successful. Imagine what ways they would scheme to tear you down. So maybe this is a fear. You're afraid of your true potential. You're afraid of being successful because you know there are people who might want to take any good things that you have. And I really feel like if there's something you're struggling with within, or there's an inner battle, your inner voice, your own conscience, your own angels will guide you in the right direction. And if that direction is to go, know that the time is right. And if you've been stopping yourself from making any bold moves, maybe now is the right time to just throw caution to the wind and just say, okay, next step. If we feel stuck, then sometimes we have to give ourselves that extra little push. And the full moon in Aquarius is telling me that if you push yourself, that you will reap the rewards. Maybe sometimes you push yourself to the point of exhaustion. And that's the thing, you just see the potential and it's like you can't sleep until that potential has been manifested. So I see a lot of potential manifesting in your life. And it starts with you. You are the one ultimately who manifests whatever opportunities come into our lives. But also we manifest whatever people come into our lives. So maybe if there are people or energies or situations we need to leave behind, it's because we've outgrown them. We've outgrown the situation. And as we progress and get more enlightened on our spiritual journey, anyone who wants to stay in the dark can stay there, but don't let them stop you from your path. Don't be stuck in the quicksand with the people who have no way out. Just know that the only person you can save is yourself. And you are worth saving, you are worth investing in. And you know that if you've been stopping yourself from reaching your full potential, from showing off your full potential, that your mystery message is that it's time to put it out there. Put your true self out there, your true intentions. Get that manifestation going, because you don't know what could come back. But I'm also getting that saying, be careful what you wish for, because it might just come true. So be careful with your words, because you know your words are spells. And you can be a master manifester with your words. But just know that these words are best with a gentle touch, because we want to heal people with our words instead of hexing them. And if there are people who ignite your darkness, maybe it's best to leave them in the dark, because your next few steps are going to help you reach enlightenment. And sometimes we need to carry on with less baggage. So if someone is on your back instead of having your back, I see you cutting ties, cutting cords, knowing that life may be a mystery and maybe you don't know what's your next step. But sometimes the mystery is the most beautiful thing about life. And instead of fearing the mystery, we should embrace and celebrate it, because you're a very mysterious energy. So it's not something that you should shy away from or be afraid of. In fact, you should really have fun untangling and diving deep into the mystery of yourself, because what you will discover is going to blow your mind. And your angel number is 543. So let me know down below what comes up when you type 543 into your search engine, because maybe someone else might need your message and vice versa. So thank you for being here with me today. I hope this mystery message helped. I hope you got something from it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below what you want to see next. Subscribe to the Crazy Cat family if you haven't already for more Pickacards. And God bless. I will see you again very soon. Mwah. Bye.